Hi there, I'm Star with Energy Healing. Thank you for joining me today for some deep stretches. Please check with your doctor before starting any exercise program, but even more important, listen to yourself. We'll get started laying on your back in Shavasana, your feet about mat distance apart, your shoulders tucked down under you, hands resting down by your sides, palms facing up. Taking a minute just to arrive here, allowing your whole body to begin to relax. Noticing your forehead is relaxed, eyes are closed, or you might have a soft gaze. Your jaw is relaxed. Shoulders are sinking down, fingers are curled, your feet splayed out to the sides. If you're finding your low back tender, you could bend your knees, place your feet to the edges of your mat, and allow your knees to fall together. Begin to take notice of your breath. Start to deepen and lengthen your inhales and allow your belly to rise and fill all the way to the top. As you exhale, let the air escape nice and slow from your lungs. Every inhale filling slow and steady all the way to the top. Exhaling, letting the air escape as slowly as you can. As you cultivate your slow, steady breath, you could add a pause at the top and bottom of each one. You might choose to even your breath out, counting to 4, 5, or 6 as you inhale and exhale, and 1 or 2 as you pause. We could add some power to the breath, power to the belly. With an Ujjayi breath, you'll sound a lot like the wind or the ocean. To do this breath, breathe as though you're fogging up a mirror. And do that same thing with your mouth closed. Add in your inhales. You'll have a slight constriction to the back of your throat. You'll make noise. Noise is good. Stay with one of these techniques throughout your practice. But if you become anxious or overwhelmed, let it go and return to your natural rhythm. We'll set an intention for this practice. Perhaps you have something in mind, something that brought you to your mat. Nothing in particular comes to mind. I am full of love for myself. We'll begin to wake up your body, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, circle wrists and ankles. Rock your head slowly from side to side. As you inhale, reach your hands up overhead, bring your feet together, point or flex your toes. As you exhale, bring your knees into your chest, wrap your hands around your shins. You could stay in stillness or slowly rock side to side. We'll come back to stillness, keeping a hold of your right leg. Send your left leg out nice and long on your mat, pressing that knee down. Both sets of toes pointing up. As you inhale, fill your belly nice and full. On your exhale, bring your right knee back in as close as you can. Inhale, expand as you fill nice and full. Exhale your knee back, maybe a little closer. On your next inhale, explore bringing your knee out towards the side. And then exhale to bring it back to center. We'll inhale to bring it all the way back out. Exhale to bring it back. Send that left knee back in, wrap your hands around your shins, and just give yourself a nice big squeeze. Keeping a hold of your left leg, we'll send the right leg out nice and long, pressing that knee down, both sets of toes pointing up. Inhale to fill. Exhale to send your left knee back in close. As you inhale, expand, filling even more. And then exhale your knee back even closer. On your next inhale, explore bringing your knee out towards the side. And then exhale to bring it back to center. We'll take one more inhale, bringing it out. Exhale to come back. And bring that right knee back in, wrap your hands around your shins, and give yourself one last final big hug. And then we'll make our way up. Rolling onto your side, press yourself up, get comfortable seated, however you are comfortable seated. I'll sit cross-legged, maybe you are. You could be sitting up on a block or a cushion, maybe you're on your knees, whatever feels good to start right here. Once you are comfortable, we'll send that, remove glasses if you're wearing glasses, and then send that right hand back behind you, removing any hair out of your way. Bring your left hand back behind, and we'll start with a nice neck massage. You can use the heel of that hand, the fingers of that hand, moving around, giving yourself just a little bit of love. Whatever pressure feels good for you. And we'll slide that hand up, moving the hair out of your back of your head, and then use the other hand. Same thing. Nice little neck massage, moving that hand all the way around. We'll lower everything back down, but bring your hands up to the forehead and do some just nice circles from the center of your forehead, moving along to the edges, coming down the sides. And we'll just work under your eyes, and then send your hands back up to the center, light massaging all the way along that same line, down the sides, back under your eyes. Back up to the center, we'll do it again. Just releasing any tension you might have here in your forehead. We'll release tension under your ears, bringing your hands just under your ears into that jaw area, and some circles, just little circles. Whatever direction, doesn't have to be hard. And we'll come back to the top of your head, but we'll do some light pinching with your thumb and your pointer fingers just along your eyebrow line from the center towards the outer edge. A little light pinching along that line a few times. Bring your hands back to the center, but we'll lightly tap along that forehead line, down along the sides of your head, and back underneath your eyes. Back to the top, that light tapping just along the forehead, down the sides and under your eyes, and then come back up one more time. And just place your hands down where your hands are comfortable, shoulders are relaxed. As you inhale, we'll sit up nice and tall. On your exhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. If you'd like more of a stretch along that neck, your left hand could come down beside you, fingers walk away. Bringing your hand back, inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, other ear to other shoulder. And you can send that right hand down, fingers walk away. Bring your hand back as you inhale, sit back up tall. And then you can just scrunch your shoulders up to your ears and let them fall back down. Doing that again, scrunch your shoulders to your ears and then release them. We'll do it again, scrunch them all the way up. This time start to make some rolls, whatever direction you feel like rolling in. We'll go both ways, but we'll start with one direction and just do a few nice big circles with those shoulders. Once you're all the way back down, go the other direction. Nice big rolls. And then just bring your shoulders all the way down, sit back up nice and tall. Should feel really good. We'll move on. Make your way to your tabletop. We'll head to a child's pose. From this tabletop, bring your knees as wide as your mat, your big toes touch, lower your seat over your feet, and then walk your hands out nice and long in front of you, your forehead coming down to the mat, your stacked hands, or a block, or a cushion. And just relax here in this child's pose. Poses should all feel good. If they don't, for any reason, back out of any pose at any time. In this child's pose, you might enjoy an orbiting breath. In orbiting breath, we breathe into two areas. The sacral just inside the forehead. No, the sacral just inside the abdomen. And the third eye just inside the forehead. We'll start in the sacral area. Inhale under you, all the way up over your head, landing in your third eye. And exhale back down through your throat, your heart, your stomach, coming back to that sacral area. Inhale under you, all the way up your back, over your head to your third eye. Exhale down through your throat, your heart, your stomach, landing back in your sacral area. You might like to stay with this breath while you're in this pose. This particular breath happens to go through each one of your 7 main energy centers, your chakras. The front and the back of each one. There's a good chance it's helping to power up those energy centers. Maybe do a little bit of balancing as well. We do stay in our pose here for a couple of minutes, 2 or 3, depending on the pose we're in at the time. Giving your body that time to take benefit from your pose, reaching a nice deep state of relaxation, adding some flexibility into your body, focus, concentration into your mind. And as you stay in your stretch longer, after about 5 breaths, your muscles are relaxed, but it takes that longer time to get into the fascia, the deep tissue all over the outside of your body, get into those joints, even into the bone structure, and just allowing those to take benefit from your practice. We have just about 3 more nice breaths right here in your child's pose. Beginning to make your way back up nice and slow, no rush to your tabletop. Once you're tabletop, we'll just rest here for a couple of breaths, letting your body kind of come back. Then we will bring in some cat-cows. As you inhale, belly comes down, gaze towards the sky. On your exhale, round your back, press the earth away, and look down towards your knees. Inhale, belly comes down, chest moves through biceps, looking up. On your exhale, leading with your pelvis, round that whole back body, press the earth away, and gaze to your knees. We'll do 2 more cat-cows at your own breath. And just come back to your neutral spine. We will make our way onto our back, but you'll like something that can lift you up. So I have a block, I'll be using a block, but you could also use just a cushion or something else. A couple of inches deep would be nice. Once you find that, come on back, lay back down, get comfortable with that thing just in your reach. Your feet are resting under your knees, the rest of your body is comfortable. We'll find that block, cushion, or whatever you might have. Lift up your seat and just place it underneath you, lower back down. Make sure you're comfortable. We will be here for a couple of minutes, so adjust until you are comfortable. And then have those shoulders underneath you, hands are by your sides, palms could be facing up right here. Or you might invite your hands, palms down, resting on your belly. Or because we'd like to love ourselves a little more, you could have one hand resting on your heart and the other hand on your belly. One last option for you, reaching your hands back up, all the way up behind you. As you settle into your supported bridge pose, you can decide if you like your feet where they are, or would you like to explore straightening one or both legs out nice and long. And if you get your legs out long and it doesn't feel good, you can walk those feet right back up under your knees at any time. Come back to your beautiful breath, letting your thoughts float by while you're here. Those nice even inhales, even exhales. Or maybe you'd like to change it up and make all of everything even. Your inhales, your pauses, and your exhales, and your pauses. You might count to 3 or 4 on each part of your breath. This breath helps to get into that parasympathetic nervous system, letting your body know that it's okay to relax. We're always in that fast go, go, go kind of state, so it's lovely if you're in a space that you're able to relax. As you begin to feel safe in this space, maybe you explore walking your feet out again if you did before and it didn't feel good. Maybe it feels okay now. Maybe 1 is good, maybe 2 isn't good. Explore, it's your body, listen to what it's saying. Are you still taking those nice, even breaths, inhales, pauses, exhales, and pauses? Can you feel everything just relaxing just a little bit more? Maybe you're letting go of things that you don't really need to have in your world, things that aren't right for you, and opening your heart to more things that are right for you. Breathe into the spaces as you feel them. If your legs are still out, nice and long, you can begin to walk your feet back up under your knees. Once they're here, we'll send your soles to the sky. And maybe you also reach your hands to the sky. Dead bug. If you don't love your block or cushion underneath you, you're welcome to remove it. This should feel really nice. You might feel tingling sensations or heating or cooling traveling down your legs or arms. And we'll lower everything back down. Lift up your seat, remove whatever you might have placed underneath there, lower everything back down, take a breath or 2 here. You might have your knees bent, or perhaps you'd like to straighten those legs out long. Bring your knees back up, your feet to the edges of your mat, and add in some movement. Some wipers might be nice. Really wide wipers with your knees, reaching that knee in the center down as far as you can. We'll come back up to center and then add in a beautiful twist from here. I'm going to do a twisted roots twist, but if you do like another twist, you could help yourself to another twist. We'll cross your right knee over your left knee, and then just let those knees fall to the left side. You can open your chest back up towards the sky. Your elbows or maybe your hands reach for the edges of the room. As you settle in, if it feels good, you could allow your head to look over your opposite shoulder, trying to allow your shoulders to reach all the way down towards the earth. Your chest is as open as it can be. And you're taking nice, even inhales, that pause, and those exhales, slow breaths. We'll take 3 more breaths on this side. Engage your core. We'll bring everything back up to center and then uncross that knee and just rest here at the center for a couple of breaths, allowing your body to kind of come back. It's a big twist. Maybe you even feel it coming back, kind of like an elastic band. We'll prepare for the other side, crossing that left knee over your right knee, and then let your knees fall over to the opposite side. We'll open that chest back towards the sky. Elbows, hands can reach for the edges of the room. And if it feels all right with your neck, you might gaze to the opposite side, doing your best to let both shoulders come down on towards the earth, having that nice open body, open chest. Maybe you're filling your heart as full as you can with lots of love for yourself while you're here. Big inhales, filling your heart as full as you can. Big exhales, letting all the stuff you don't need anymore go. Every inhale, filling your heart with more love just for you. Every exhale, letting go of all of the things that aren't for you. If you don't know what it is you're needing to let go of, you can look to how well your life is flowing. It should flow really, really well. And if you find there's sticky spots or things that aren't flowing well, you can check into those areas, and there might be something in that area that you could let go of, or maybe that isn't quite right for you, or you can adjust in some way. We'll begin to come out of this, engaging your core, bring everything back up to center, and then uncross that leg. Arms come back down, make sure your body's back in center. We'll just rest right here for a couple of breaths. We'll add in some movement here, bringing your soles towards the sky, hands to the edges of your feet. And then bring your knees just down in towards your armpits for a happy baby. As you arrive in this happy baby, you can start to rock if that feels good for you. You could straighten one leg, the other leg, both legs. Maybe you bring the legs back together, kind of just do things that a happy baby might do. You might rock. Once you are a happy baby, send everything out long into your final Shavasana. Feet are mat distance, maybe even wider. Tuck your shoulders down under you. Hands by your sides, palms are facing up if you'd like to receive this gorgeous energy you've generated for yourself. Or palms facing down to ground yourself just a little bit more. And then just let your whole body relax, taking benefit in from this practice. As you're here, check in with your body. Are there any spots that still need some attention? You can send your breath to those spots that are still looking for just a little bit of attention. Or maybe you could just send a little bit of love down there. You might allow your heart to grow and fill nice and full. We can start with that breath, bringing attention with the breath, filling your heart as full as you can. Exhaling out just all the air. Every inhale, filling that heart nice and full. Exhaling the air as slow as you can. And then notice your heart. You really do feel it. It has grown bigger. Maybe it's a little bit warmer. As you're sending this beautiful feeling to the spots around your body, you might notice the attention there as well. Maybe it's warm. Maybe it starts to feel good. Are there any spots in your body that aren't your favorite? Maybe you can send that beautiful, loving feeling to the spots and let them know that you do love them too. Maybe you consider the intention that you may have set. I am full of love for myself. We'll begin to wake your body, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, circle your wrists and ankles. And if it feels good for you, make your way onto your right side in a fetal position and rest your head in your stacked hands. When you're ready, make your way all the way back up to your seat. Getting comfortable here, hands might rest on your lap or they could meet at heart center. Thank you for joining me for some love, some yoga. The love and light within me sees, honors, and bows to the light that is within you. Namaste. If you did enjoy this, I would be super grateful and loving if you would subscribe and or like this video. We'll see you again. Thank you again.